Hello and welcome to another episode of Anime Lounge Short Flights. I'm going to be talking about the final episode of Undead Unluck. And great episode. Really, really strange that this is the end of the season, even though we are smack dab in the middle of a mission. So it really felt weird, but we are so deep into episodes, they have to make a cutoff somewhere. So this is a great spot. If you've been following me up till now, you know that I read the manga along with the episodes. So I covered chapters 50 through 53. The episode stops halfway through 53. So I've got a little bit of information that I can share with you guys how the next season is going to start. So stay tuned. Now, this whole episode was about capturing Autumn. Autumn got bigger while they were in the book getting stronger. And then not only did it get bigger doing that, it also got bigger by absorbing all of its spiders. One small, stupid difference that I caught was in the manga, the way that the Autumn got bigger was two panels what showed the little spiders coming into the scene. And then all of a sudden, Autumn was just really big and evolved. Really confusing. It just happened out of nowhere. So I really like what the anime did, where the spiders came, hopped onto Autumn, kind of melted into her, and then phased into this new evolution. It was a lot cleaner, made a lot more sense because the manga was just super quick and you just had to assume that those spiders equaled the evolution. It was really weird, but whatever. But before the evolutionary part, we had one other big thing that Ano did, and that was creating an artifact that helped age Rip 15 more years into the future. The only repercussion was every year that Ano wanted to give Rip, the artifact would force 10 times the amount on the user. So, unfortunately, Ano aged 150 years, and that's why she disappeared super quick. But now that everybody's back in their prime, Rip's 15 years older, and we're ready to really lay down the final attack. So the final attack was just what we did inside the book when Andy was fighting Victor, and that was by combining the powers of Unluck and a Parts Bullet. And we learned Volcano Bullet, so let's just give it one big power up. So that's kind of fun. Anyway, with Rip's help, slashing open Autumn and the powers of Unrepair, Autumn was unable to repair itself as quickly. It looked like it was, but technically it wasn't. I don't know. Whatever. The point was, Andy put all of his unluck into the tip of his finger, blasted that off into Autumn, making it unlucky. And then ultimately what happened was Lotla comes out of nowhere, steals the core, and leaving Autumn to slowly disappear because there's nothing holding that thing together anymore. So that's the end of this final boss. We see at the end that Fuko is given the core and her gun back. And then Rip wants to screw off with the Soul Calibur artifact. And he leaves us with information explaining why he's not going to join the Union. He really loved this woman. I wouldn't say loved. I don't know if there was an emotional, like a love, but there was a connection to what I assume is one of his old patients, because he explained in another episode, like if he cut her wrong and that's what killed her, and that's because he's on repair. So unfortunately, his own ability kept someone from coming back to life or staying alive, actually. So he wants the arc in order to go back in time and not perform this surgery or something on her and make this person stay alive. So that's Rip's whole purpose in life right now. And if he were to join the Union, Ruiz would see that he's going to steal the arc, and she wants the arc to be on her side. And I don't know if he uses it, then it's going to disappear or something. I don't know what's going to happen, actually. But he knows that it's not going to be as easy as that. So he's got to do it the bad guy way and steal it from under her. Get it? Under? Anyway, that's why he's not going to join the crew, and we'll just see him continuing to battle between being the happy hero that he is on the inside and the evil deeds he wants to do as the bad guy. So he's going to be an interesting character. Latla is also kind of interesting. The girl on the broom thing. They were explaining how everything that she predicts is always wrong. So I wonder if that has any kind of actual abilities, or if that's just a quirky little funny thing they gave her, because she was always saying like, oh, this is never going to work. And then it actually does work. So stuff like that. I wonder if that's part of her abilities or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's how the episode ends. Fantastic way to make it end. Now, to give you guys a small spoiler, because the rest of chapter 53 continued with more information. So this is basically just going to be how season 2 is going to start. And here's what I learned. We learned that Jews had captured Uma information, and the Uma information's information was transferred into that G pen. And she explained that God intervened and turned the holder of the pen into unknown. That way, I got to back up a second. The information that was given was the information of everything in the past and everything in the future, which we already know because Ano/Akira explained that he knew the future. And the ironic thing was that he couldn't tell anybody about it until he created Ano. So God intervened, turned the holder into unknown. That way they couldn't share the information that they learned about saving the future. But there was a loophole in the system, and Ano was created by Akira just randomly drawing stuff. We saw that he drew a car and then it appeared. So he got the idea to draw a whole nother person, and then Ano just appeared. And because of that, everything happened out the way it was supposed to. Fuko and Andy got stronger inside the book. Fuko didn't end up dying because she was actually supposed to die by Unseen. And Rip was returned to his strongest state. All of those things put together changed the course of history, changed the course of the future. And now we can actually get one step closer to defeating God, because they weren't supposed to do this, and now they did. And it's all thanks to the creation of Ano. So it's going to be very interesting. Anyway, the next big thing, the next mission is we're going to head to Taiwan, and we're going to find Uma Summer. And that's basically where the chapter leaves off. So, that's going to be our next target. And the chapter ends with Billy talking to an even higher up person from Under, someone I didn't recognize. So there's going to be another person part of Under, and that's where they leave it off. So Billy's going to be making some kind of move kind of soon, and we're going to head to Taiwan and find Summer. So that's what we're going to do. All in all, fantastic series. I'm so happy I watched it all. I would recommend this to anybody. Undead Unluck was an amazing anime. It was really fun to read the manga along with it, even though there's next to no differences, but that's okay. So I can't wait until season 2 comes out, and I hope that you guys are there with me too. Anyway, thanks for following me all of 24 episodes, and have a good one.